Good morning, everybody. Stolen Bear here. Let me first say 1 week. 1 week until I step off Springer Mountain and start heading north. I'm truly excited about that. I can't wait for that. But it comes with a little apprehension, a little nervousness, and a slight bit of anxiety. Anytime you prepare anything to go away for this time period, the hardest aspect of all of it is the emotional aspect of it, of leaving your family. And this is no different. You can prepare for everything else. You can get the cars taken care of, make sure all the finances are taken care of, get taxes out of the way. It's the emotional aspect of it, of missing that person or people in your life that mean so much to you. That even after 20 years in the military, this aspect is the most difficult part of it all. So that's going to be the hardest aspect throughout the whole trail of it, is missing my family and my loved ones. As much as I'm going to miss them, and at times I'm going to be lonely for them, I know that they're going to give me inspiration to carry on and to move on. That support that they're giving me already, the support that is to come during the trail, that will also inspire me to continue as well. I'm getting emotional thinking about it. As far as the physical aspect of preparation, I'm ready. I was physically fit beforehand, cardiovascularized, running and riding my bike, going to the gym and everything. So, in the past 3 or 4 months, I've really geared that towards hiking and going up the terrain, mountainous terrain of the trail. So I'm good to go in all that aspect. Gear wise, I'm probably over prepared. I probably have too much. Okay, as far as the pack being at 45 pounds, I know I'm heavy on food. Probably heavy in the first place because I considered it 5 days worth of food. I probably won't need that before a point of a resupply. But I wanted to gauge everything in that sense, what it would actually take me for 5 days on that. I will get better at planning the food as we go along. The other thing is I'm probably heavy due to the clothes that I'm taking for the winter aspect of it. And I will trim all that down as well. So it's going to be a learning process, and we're going to move forward on that and get everything down to where I need it. Good morning, everybody. Stolen Bear here. It's Monday morning, beginning of a new week. New set of videos probably for the time being. We're about 12 days out from the start of the Appalachian Trail, and I have it. I have the fever bad. Trail fever, that is. I can't wait to get started. Wrapping things up here, and gonna travel up to my daughter's, and then she's gonna, her and my son-in-law are gonna take me to Springer Mountain on the morning of the 16th, so I can get on my way. I want to thank everybody for subscribing, watching, comments. I appreciate all the support. Last Thursday, while I was training, I went about 13 and a half miles, and I wasn't wearing my trail runners or my hiking boots, just a pair of running shoes. And about the turnaround point, I started feeling a hot spot on the bottom of my foot near the arch, and I didn't have my pack with me, so I didn't have any tape or anything to take care of it. And so by the time I got home, it was a pretty significant blister pretty much across my foot. And once it popped on its own and kind of had a big flap of skin that when it came off left a pretty good divot in the bottom of my foot. So I've trained a little bit over the weekend, but nothing really extensive. Kind of give it some time to heal. Feels great now. I don't have any concerns about it. But over all the other training that I've done, I get this close to actually leaving to the Appalachian Trail and I get a blister problem. So it's a good indication of, in the future for me, as soon as I feel a hot spot, to stop, take care of it before it becomes an issue. So I will be training all this week until the 13th, which also happens to be my daughter's birthday, when I plan to travel up to her house. I spent a few days there before going on to Springer Mountain. So I'm excited about that. I've been watching videos in preparation for the trail, catching up on everybody else, how they're doing on the trail or how they're preparing for the trail. I watched 2 videos in particular that I'm gonna like to hint on or talk about a little bit now. First one is Greg Mangs. He talks about the mental aspect of the trail and how you deal with it makes a big difference on your success on the trail. And to be able to take the negativity or the discomfort aspects of the trail and turn it into some positive or motivation for you to continue on. Because if you keep the negativity of it and you think this is bad, that is bad, or the saying is embrace the suck. So if you take it and just simply say as it sucks and continue to focus on the negative aspect of it, it will suck bad and you'll never get over it, and you won't enjoy the full aspect of being on the trail. When we think about preparing for the trail, the first things that comes to our mind, am I physically prepared to do the trail? And do I have the right gear to do the trail? So we put our efforts into those areas. And I know physically there are some people who just go straight to the trail and go from there. And when I first started watching videos, I saw one where a man he was in his 50s, I believe. He had his last cigarette on top of Springer and then was going to quit smoking from that point on. I don't remember even who it was. I don't know how far he made it. That's the only video I saw, but there are people like that do it. And there's other ones like me that train every day in some aspect to get there. To me, the physical training also helps with the mental preparedness. It relieves your stress as you're training, that you're experiencing that day. And if you're physically fit, you're going to be able to deal with the mental stress a little bit better as well. I know I will talk about the mental aspect of it myself during my videos, so we'll cover that as well. And the gear aspect of it, I've really come to the realization that no matter how well you prepare, how well you research, through my shakedown, I realize that my gear is going to change and adapt as the situation changes, as the environment changes, as the weather conditions change. I'm going to change that as well. So get the best that you have at the time that you can afford, that suits your needs, but realize that it's going to change. So the physical aspect and the gear aspect of it are simple and compared to the mental aspect of it that you have to prepare for on it. The other video I watched was Joyful Rambler, and she was talking about post-trail depression. I've seen other videos on it, but I watched hers this morning and she puts it very well on that. So I'll look for the links and I'll put those in my comments so you can see those. But one aspect I wanted to bring out about hers is she talked about we prepare ourselves in particular financially for the 6 months that we may be on the trail. But unless you have a guaranteed job or your job is waiting for you to get back, she suggests that you pad that with a couple extra months so that when you get back, give yourself time to readjust, get back into the mental aspect of a new job and everything, because it may take you a month or two to find a new job. So prepare yourself for 8 or 9 months financially so that you're taking care of that. I will include those links. So I'm at the Wainwright Park on my way back to the house. So I only got about another mile and a half left, maybe at the most. And I feel no ill effects of the blister on my foot. If I step on a rock or something, I feel the tenderness. But more than anything else, I feel the tightness of my tape that I put on there. So I have to adjust that a little bit. And as I was walking through Kiwi Scan, I thought of Craig Mang's video this morning, because I started thinking, my goodness, you know how many times I've seen this scenery over the past few months? I had to laugh at myself. I'm like, what are you complaining about? It's a beautiful sunny day, it's 75 degrees, and you have the opportunity to be out here walking in this beautiful scenery, even though you've seen it several times. So it's keeping everything positive and being appreciative of the opportunities that you have. So I dropped off the vehicle for maintenance before I left. Of course, they say hour and a half, which probably means 2 to 3 hours. So I decided to take advantage of that and go out and walk instead of sit there the whole time. It's the way your body works. You try to prepare yourself as much as possible. Take the opportunities you have to get a little exercise. So I've walked far enough that I got to a little shopping area, and you can see the thing I'm interested in is the stairs. So I'm going to climb the stairs for a while. But you'll also notice that there's a Dick's Sporting Goods and a Target. So I'm likely to spend a little time in there, and hopefully I don't buy anything that weighs my pack down. So I did stop in the Dick's and I did buy things. I bought a pair of rain pants. I bought them more for the sense of to block the wind. Rainproof, waterproof. It says comfortable and breathable, so we'll see with that. The other thing I bought was a massage ball. I was going to take a racquetball, but this is the same weight, about the same weight as a racquetball, so there's no weight penalty there. All right, going into Home Depot, see if I pick up anything here. All right, good morning, everybody. Stalling Bear here. Let the countdown begin. We are 10 days out from starting the Appalachian Trail, and I'm excited. Today I have some business to take care of downtown, and trying to match everything and still get as much exercise in as I can. I decided to walk down there. I'm not taking a direct path. I'm trying to take a more scenic route, a little less traffic, which this is a little less traffic, and going downtown. Right now I am following the metro path towards downtown, so if you hear a metro go by, that's what that noise is. I normally wouldn't conduct business in workout clothes, but I realize I have to get more and more comfortable with the fact that, especially as I put further miles behind me on the Appalachian Trail, that I have to conduct business in locations, even though I may have holes in my clothes and they may be dirty and everything like that. But in the end, my money in their cash register, they're happy for as well. 10 days. I'm happy, excited, a little nervous. Still finishing up some business here. My last full week in Miami. Last full week in Miami, so there's a lot of things that I need to clean up and finish up before going. We even have trail etiquette here in Miami. Good rules to follow. a water scene from Miami. Not the soothe, calming, babbling brook that we see from the Appalachian Trail, but a water scene nonetheless. Alright everybody, let's wrap up this video by saying only 1 week until we truly pack them up and move them out.